Okay, so yesterday I made a 6-hour vlog. 907. And they deleted it. Okay, now in that 6-hour vlog, a whole lot of things took place. And since the first part of it, like, they both interfered with the video, and then they like deleted the 6-hour part completely. So I'm not going to even attempt. Maybe I should, but I was planning on listening to music. I'm going to tell you what happened. So many things went wrong in terms of compromising the identities that they were using. So what this 6-hour vlog was about, today is the 8th, 9th, and I even slept in my, like, tried to sleep in my car this morning because of how bad I was being attacked in this house. Okay? And this is what it's about. White people and weekends. Like, and not even just white people, you know, but they talk about white people the most in weekends. Look. They were attacking me for them all fucking night long. Talk about they got motherfucking bitches on dragging wheelchairs off the back of trucks and all kind of shit to broad grill. Like, you know what I'm saying? And attacking my energy for it. Sacrificing my energy for it. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna talk about what happened yesterday. And back to what that 6-hour vlog was about. It was about voice recordings. I have a ton of voice recordings that I haven't been able to upload, obviously. And I was going through and just like doing some important ones, you know, putting some important ones, converting it to a video so that it's out there. You know, some that show or mark here. Hold up. They mostly show how someone completely the same was being called delusional. Okay, so let's back up a little bit. Starts in here, and I said what I said about them because I keep catching the fat girl with the short blonde hair trying it. Fat girl with the short blonde hair. Like doing weird things, and they recently tried to claim my trash. So the video starts in here, and I'm doing like a screen sharing, and then I realized, you know, that screen sharing really isn't necessary because you can't see. It wasn't about seeing, it was about hearing. So I felt like the playing it on the TV was muffling the audio, so I disconnected it, and I get up and I bring it in here. And when I come to bring it in here, so look, there's things, you know, they claim my space. So when it surfaces in a video like this, they throw a fucking fit. So when I come in here, these numbers are new. I did this today. It's really kind of cute, and it makes a lot of sense too if like you're going through a parallel reality type thing and you're doing like, it's like the watchers against the recorder with me. You get what I'm saying? Like, I am who I am. Nobody can change anything about who I am, and like, it's just gonna be. I am Christ. I am the original womb woman. You know, like the there's only one other than me. You get what I'm saying? They've been killing all women off. But so anyhow, other rooms have that. I'll show that later. But I came in the kitchen and I'm like, you know, showing the kitchen because I recently changed it a little bit. And they got mad about that. I felt it was dark, So I go and I turn. Here's all the things you would have seen. You would have seen me do this. You would have seen me show this. But none of this stuff is here. Like, I went to the mailbox too last night. That's all in the other vlog. I try to keep it where it's just like done. You get what I'm saying? Give me a moment, because this will bother me. Okay, so I come in here and I'm showing this or whatever, and I'm talking about what's taking place, and I say, you know, this, they're attacking me real bad. I was talking about how it's unfinished, but you know, I ran out of paint, out of gray paint, and this is pretty much how it would be, you know, like, and I came over here to show this, and I was talking about, you know, how like looks can be deceiving. I said I needed to throw this away, that it's both bait and, you know, something else. I can throw it all away because I don't use it. It's just there. Lots of brown rice, some pasta, and these tools. I was saying I'm able to do this, what's taking place in this corner right here, because I never have any bug activity, and it further explains why I'm always so traumatized when they put a bug in here. That room I hadn't slept in for like 5-6 days because they put a roach in the rifle box. So yeah, I never have any bug activity. You get what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, it's nothing. And then I have this over here, and this is just like miscellaneous containers and stuff, some extra paper towels, and that's really it. Pot tops. This bag, you know, I don't keep trash in the house. That was full of water. Like, it was had water bottles from me making Kool-Aid. And then yesterday when I came in here and I'm like going on and on, or not going on and on, but kind of annotating a few things in between this vlog. I'm annotating a few things in between, like going into some of the details. I'm in here and I'm like, I have this pink pitcher, and I have some hot chocolate, hot cocoa, like the Hershey can, and I have some powdered milk, and I'm like, you know, reading it, and nowhere on there is the recipe for chocolate milk, and I'm like, but you have to be able to make chocolate milk with hot cocoa. You just got to, or whatever. And you're going to research, and I find that I can. So then I get into the directions, right? Like, there's no directions, and so I'm like trying to formulate a recipe myself. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, so I'm talking about, it's stuff you just can't replay, and it's so authentic, and it's so cute, and it's just a part of my personality. So I'm sitting here and I'm doing numbers, is what I was doing. I'm like 1.5 in cups, 1.25 in quarts, and, you know, doing the math in my head. And I have this measuring cup, and I'm like pouring the powder in, you know, taking some scoops of this, got some sugar, and I go in and I'm stirring it. And it comes out and it's good, but I'm like, I want to add a little bit more, and then it's great. All right, and I put it away. But here it is. This is the chocolate milk. In the middle, like while I was in here doing that, it was in the middle of the appointment that I had with the psych doctor at CSS the day of graduating from probation court, mental health probation court. And so, like, I go and I take a shower because it's like 58 minutes long. You get what I'm saying? So while this is in here and this is doing this thing, I'm trying to get as much as I can get done around without making a lot of noise. I really wanted to vacuum, and I did. And next thing I know, it's like 12 a.m. You get what I'm saying? Like, they interrupted with that video at 9 p.m. And, you know, just going through the emotional part of it, being distraught and being attacked, because you can imagine I got attacked real fucking bad last night. You can imagine I was put in a lot of fucking pain last night. Okay, it was like the worst it's been in about a week. They ain't been really set tripping too much because I ain't been sleeping in that fucking room that they want to claim. So I shower, so I come and you just, you know, like, I come in on that video ending, and so now it's like probation court, and I'm fast forwarding through some of that because it was a really long wait that day, before they went to the chamber and even came out, and it was still a little bit of a wait. Once I got that started and it was playing, you hear some rounds go off in the background. Because I'm test firing. 35 feet. Okay, so, like, I have this brick. Shut up, bitch. I have this brick, right? Set up in there, and I put, like, targets on it. This is nothing like the last brick or last video shooting situation. So look, what I found out is where I'm hitting on these targets, like, it's off. I'm not making any adjustments. The rifle is like fine right out the box. I was hitting exactly where I aimed, but that was from the seated position. Okay, so I was sitting when I was shooting all those other rounds, and this is from the standing position, so it's more of a reflection of my breathing. Okay, none of this will matter when I go off. Okay, it's full auto and I can aim. So I talk about this. And I talk about, you know, these are little things in between videos, because like right about now, it's like you see me going to the car shop and stuff and figuring out what's wrong with my vehicle. All right, so I'm talking about this scope and putting it on, right? And something went completely wrong around that time. Something went wrong. Anyhow, wait. Something went wrong with the scope. I was talking about this stuff, and then I was showing what was going on in this corner. You know, like, I was talking about these items. I'm backing up a little bit because I talked about the entire kitchen, and I actually showed that side before I did this. So I was talking about having these two items for over a year, and I don't know what's keeping me from parting with them. Like, I don't even eat this. This would have been my first time having it, and I haven't made, you know, a hibachi style meal in a long time. I never get to use this. They make sure I don't use that. They malfunction it. Every time they're calling me Nicole, they make sure I don't have coffee. So I was talking about this side of the kitchen and what I done over here, you know, like with the cabinets and stuff. Haven't been able to find any handles anywhere. And I've checked like Amazon and Lowe's. I haven't checked Home Depot, and I haven't done an extensive search. Now, with this, okay, let me put my chocolate milk away. So I was talking about, you know, what I done over here, you know, and how I obviously stopped where The cabinets were too trifling for me. I can't dare put my hand in there. And you know, when I dealt with this situation down here, you know, I used a broom to sweep out all that stuff, and then I showed it to the guy that came out to mount my TV. He said he would be able to do something with it, like he could tear it all out and put something new in. And that's like exactly what I wanted to take place with that situation. But it was also one of those situations I knew wasn't ever going to happen. You get what I'm saying? Like, this whole situation is just far too bad, especially with the way I get attacked here. Okay, like, it's weird because I'm like small town, you know. There's under 400 people here, you know, but it's all white people pretty much, you know, like, and that's the most extreme. That's the devil's most extreme identity, you know, like. And it's just like the astral projection. I thought it was bad where I was, okay, and they was packing all them motherfucking demons underneath me in the apartment underneath me and just around me and then surrounding streets. I thought that was bad. These motherfuckers, it's been a hellish ass motherfucking welcome, okay, a hellish welcome. So these cabinets, that, and I was talking about staying away from that. That was it. None of this stuff was there yesterday because I didn't have any dishes. Today, I just took some chicken strips out. This is my second time frying something since I've been here. Took these chicken strips out. I washed them, and now they're soaking in water. I like to soak meat in water. I'm gonna give you a little tip. Soak it in water or like bottled water. Or either add a little vinegar or even lime. You can add a little lime. It infuses the chicken, so like it just makes it juicier. Some of you probably know that, but mind you, we're talking about the world. Okay, this is a world situation. All right, this ain't like, you know, I got some people that like my channel and are interested in what I'm fucking saying. So you hear some rounds go on or whatever. I get to talking about that stuff, and I'm talking about, you know, because I'm leaving. I got about 3 fucking days before I leave, okay? About 3 fucking days. I was going to move it up. I have a standing reservation for the 15th. And I think I'm going to move it up to Wednesday, because it just makes most sense. When I look at the schedule where I have to stop, there's a mandatory stop I must make on my way. And when I look at that, their schedule, you know, like them being closed a couple of days during the week and then the weekend and stuff like that, I'm like, it probably just makes more sense for me to go and do that. So anyhow, y'all, I play a ton of more recordings. This shit don't even look like what it looked like yesterday. They had me like so extra fat and bloated, okay? It still looks bad, and it is somewhat a realistic picture of what's going on, but it's nothing like what was taking place yesterday. And like I said, there was a wardrobe change, so you got to see it in 2 different outfits, and it was bad. It was really bad, and you could tell I was really fucking miserable. So I played a lot more videos, and now it's getting dark. I mean, a lot more voice recordings, and now it's getting dark. And I come in here to my bedroom, which looks nothing like it did last night, and I'm going to tell you why. I stripped the linen. I took the white sheet off. Like, it's weird because when I was on camera last night, I decided against washing it, and I was talking about how I decided to wash at nighttime for a reason, okay, like because of how my back door was being claimed, and in part. And so I'm in here, and I go, while these voice recordings are playing, I finally take this fucking phone off the wall. You know, it's a super old school phone on the wall, like the rotary. And I'm over here And this was kind of the kicker right here, y'all. Like, mind you, this shit has been going on. The video recording we're talking about, it was 6 hours in when this right here took place. First, I took the candle. You couldn't see it because it was dark and there's light in here. So I'm talking about in this point in the recording, okay? So at some point I had the light on, then I turned it off. I laid across the bed for a little bit while I got this load going, and I'm listening to what's being said, saying a couple of things in between, and then I get up and I'm like, the load stops and it's time to drain. So I decide to show what that would be like, okay? And they lie about that room, that utility room, dramatically. Especially since I found out that I had a fucking sliding door. Remember, for the longest I was like, it need to be a fucking door there or something, like. And one day I discovered, they took one of the shackles off and I was able to fucking see what was right there in front of me. Okay, so I picked this candle up. I have the camera angled like this, right? And it's in front of it. You can't see it. So what I do is I take a lighter and I light the candle. And me lighting the candle now shows what kind of candle it is, okay? Like what scent it is. And I talked about how this candle, they won't allow. It's a Yankee, okay? Yankee has a reputation for smelling up the whole fucking house, okay? Like, this candle can light up the entire fucking house with a pleasant scent, okay? They won't allow it to do nothing. They take, I don't know if it's like a physics portal type thing, you know, like where they're taking it and they're actually putting it, because they put the smells of others in front of my nose to lie about my environment, and they also allow them to smell my environment to claim my environment. So they're having experiences that they're not really having. You get what I'm saying? Like, they're yeah. Anyways, so I'm talking about how they won't allow this candle to do what this candle would do, and I said it has everything to do with me sending my mom 3 of these. I sent my mom 3 different kinds of Yankee, and I was talking about how I saw this one originally on Amazon, and it was like $31. And when I looked at how long it would take to get to me and everything, you know, I decided against. And I specifically brought myself different brand of candles, okay, like than the ones that I sent my mom back when I got like all the teacups. Like, I've been on teacups for like a long fucking time, like some weeks. I've been on teacups, nothing but teacups, for some weeks, okay, because I had to send my candles back. They wired the neurotransmitters and like my nasal passage were that smell that I literally, when I took it out the box, I thought it was pleasant, and like right away they attacked me. And it got to the point where I couldn't stand the smell of the candle. And they made the candle that hadn't been burned smell just like the one that I was trying out. So it was making me nauseated and like sick to my stomach when I smelled this candle. I ended up sending them both back. And I didn't get anything, you know, afterwards. And holding this teacup reminds me of a very important thing. Another reason. This also took place around that time, but let me finish what I was saying. The candles. So I sent them back, didn't get nothing else. And I'm like, with this lemon candle, I was thinking, I was like, you know what, like, well, I didn't know exactly what my mom's, the 3 that I sent my mom, was going to smell like. But I was like, you know, Yankee has a good reputation, and like I have a good, you know, I have good taste. And so I was like, but anyhow, I went to this Walmart and I was able to come across all 3 of them and found out how they smell. And I was like, maybe that'll happen with this one also, the one that I saw but didn't buy. And sure enough, last week sometime, I was at a Walmart and I come across that lemon candle. and I get to smell it, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this be beautiful. And I purchased it for half the price, $17 versus 32. Okay, $31.88, round up. So that happens. My eye. So now to these teacups. I was telling people, because some things were taking place also last night, and I was talking about blending space. Okay, I was talking about blending space. See, everything that you look at should jog a memory. I spoke about this too last night, so I'll touch on that next before I touch on there. So I was talking about blending space. I was talking about how the agent behind technology that's attacking me, Christ, not behind technology, blend space to claim my space. And blending space is like an action. I'm going to try to, do this better than I did last night. It's like an action and they just removed the memory. It's a action and a what was it? Action. Okay, I'm gonna talk a little bit. I was saying this guy here, he's outside. This is a house. This is a house. These two houses are next door to one another. This is what we're going to say for right now. But you can imagine if it were upstairs and downstairs, a duplex type situation, it would be even worse, right? Okay, but for this example, we're going to say they're next door. This guy is outside of his house. He's in his driveway and he slams his car door. Okay? That can be heard at this house, but it does not sound the same way as the action does. So the person that's here, its ears reflect the action. What it heard reflects the action. This house here, what it hears is a reflection of what was I calling this last night? Is a reflection of, oh man, I'm gonna have to come up with something. Oh, this is bad. Hold on, I'm gonna pause. Okay, we're gonna call this the target. Okay, the action and the target. But last night this has something to do. I used a phrase where it had something to do with the space. We're going to call it the space you want to claim. So the action and the space that you want to claim, the environment that you're trying to claim. Okay, so the sound takes place. One hears it, one does it. Okay, this one does it, this one hears it. But the agent behind the technology, this guy that also is behind the action, okay, is lying about, just like they lie about lenses, who sees what. You know what I'm saying? Like, who sees what? Like, as you're looking at this right now, this is a good depiction because it's like, you don't know who's watching. You get what I'm saying? You don't know who the I can't go into that. They started attacking my mind real bad. Okay, so look, back to this action and space you want to claim. The agent, it goes and it lies about who's who. It says that the action belonged to this house and that to claim that the environment belonged to him. That's what blended space is about. The action, which is the agent, will say that the action belonged to this identity, to claim this identity's environment. It will claim what I heard. You get what I'm saying? It's like hearing doors slam, like right now, outside. it sounds much different than being right up there on it, being the action. Okay. So I turned this around and I started talking about what was going on in here. I was talking about, oh, my load stopped. Okay, so look, I was talking about, did I say I was going to talk about this first? Anyhow, I was talking about I don't keep, well, this all goes together actually. Watch this. So I was doing a load and I was showing that this drain right here, and I said that if I had a traditional washer that relied on that drain, I pretty much be fucked. I let that small drain over there, the small drain over there on the side of the washer, I'll show you in a second, drain right outside my back door. That's where I drain my laundry. You would think it smelled like fucking detergent all around my house, right? As many fucking times as I wash. I'm talking about like I wash all the fucking time. I don't keep nothing in my basket. And I was talking about that. I don't keep anything in my basket. So because I don't keep anything in my basket and I have this little setup, you know what I'm saying? Like, back to the traditional washer. If I had a washer that relied on this, when this tube gets used, you can only put about a gallon, maybe 2 in there before it starts leaking at this in-op toilet. Okay, so that means that this toilet that's not being used will start leaking. I've had to use clean clothes on more than one occasion to soak up the fucking leak. Because I don't keep any fucking dirty laundry. I'm moving these boxes because I'm going to show you the inside of the toilet. I cleaned it obviously when I moved in. This is the laundry that I did last night. It's all dry. I probably should move it. This is the toilet. This is what that toilet looks like inside. And it's weird because the bleach created that kind of blue color. Or maybe it was the cleaner. Anyways. This is the washer. This tube. And that led me to talk about the repairs that were supposed to be made to the house. I don't think, it's like some extreme voodoo stuff. Okay, so like there's like a little bit of truth, but not much. You get what I'm saying? Like it's extreme voodoo. You know, like these things were under oppression during the time, and what they thought happened didn't happen. And I don't think any of the repairs, other than the ones they had to show, because the loan officer didn't didn't assign the appraiser to come back out. And he was the one that would have signed off on all the things he said needed to be repaired. So that's some shit too. You get what I'm saying? That door. This plumbing situation. Okay? And sometimes like I have a sink right there. I'm trying to think. Sometimes the only thing, and I hate to say this, y'all, because this whole plumbing thing, I have an issue in the bathroom that I have to use right now. Okay? And they did it because I put the in-op toilet on Facebook. That they were claiming that I was using the toilet that didn't work the whole time, and when I put it out there to be seen publicly, the motherfuckers like attacked the toilet that I use. Extreme voodoo shit. So what I was gonna say is, and what's taking place in there right now is like, it's not. Let me tell you something. I had a guy, the guy that came and mounted my TV through that AND service, I think is how I ended up coming across him. He turned out to be an extreme fucking handy guy. Like, I'm talking about can do every motherfucking thing. Every fucking thing. So I'm like, this is great. You know, like any fucking thing that I would want to get done or stuff. So, and the problem was they were attacking me over him. They were attacking me over him. And so I limited my communication, and but I would still have to reach out ever so often and like ask about something. Like, I thought I was gonna have to put up a 70-foot fence right away to keep her away, but it ended up solving itself behind some other things that were going on, extra shit you can't even see, like them talking to me right now, and me responding to them without even moving my motherfucking lips. Them reading my thoughts. Okay, so like that happened. I thought I was gonna have to put up a fence right away. He told me he could come over and take this toilet out for me and seal the hole for $150 and check out the plumbing issue, because I was having some extreme fucking nasty ass astrobites come out that motherfucking pipe. I'm talking about shit that would make you sick to your stomach. It was coming out the pipe, and then it got to the point, y'all, where, you know, this is my primary bedroom. It got to the point where I'd be on the other side of the house, and because I wasn't even sleeping in here, mind you, the motherfuckers was coming and finding me and putting the smell right in my face. Like, I know it sounds crazy to say coming and finding me, but it was just like they were moving beyond their normal range. And then there's times where I would threaten to call him and have him come out, and they would stop. It would go away. It would solve itself. I wouldn't have any issues at all. And then some shit would go down. They talk about I compromised they ops from using my back door, and that I know she's claiming it and all kind of shit. And then they start doing that stuff again. And it would go on for a few days before I really had, like, get to the point where I was about to call him. So I'm gonna let you see what this looks like when it gets straight. I don't hop up from the bed. Okay, so the lighting is bad, but oops. The door doesn't have a lock. And it drains. Right outside, let me show you. Okay, so I just said that too. I watch at night on purpose. And I'm so used to like when I check about this time of day, you know, or in the morning, like the laundry being dry. But I watch later than I normally do, so it's not completely dry yet. It needs to sit there a little longer. So look, I talked about the candle, right? And then I talked about this plumbing issue. I picked this up to go and plug in. I'm talking about I don't even got a notification that my battery needs to be charged, y'all. Pick the laptop up. Soon as I pass through this doorway, you know, I told you every room they lie about. I had just spent hours in here. Yesterday was my first time even sitting on that. And I've been here almost 3 months. That was my first time sitting on it yesterday. Today was my second. For a short period of time. Oh, I told you I had the rifle out in front of the thing, you know, trying to figure out how to assemble it. That's what I didn't say because I couldn't see it then. I had the rifle in front of the camera. I was trying to figure out exactly where I need to take off the handle to assemble the scope. I walked through this doorway and they shut my shit down. Okay, they shut it down. I come over here, battery wasn't the issue. I just, you know what I'm saying, I just thought to do it. The whole time I was in here I was recording. I go in here for about an hour and then no, I just came to plug it in because I think I was about to shift. Like I was about to move space again. Like I wasn't on my last load of laundry, but I washed like those comforters, this or throws, that throw and that throw last. So anyways, I came in here because I was about to change space. I think I was probably preparing to go in one of them rooms. Damn, they erased all that. Let me show you. So after the rifle thing, before I go in my bedroom, okay, I'm in here recording. My bathroom's been done. I'm in here recording, right? I sit the laptop here. It was a Madabber. I think that's how you pronounce it. In here yesterday when I came to shoot, and I've been seeing wasps for the last 2 days outside my window. So I have a voice recording going, and it's going, and it's going, and it's going, and I mentioned my desktop, that they weren't allowed to work. Like they completely just made sure it didn't work. So I have it turned about right there, right? And then I go outside. I did something outside, but you could see me like in the window. That was another thing. It was all about space they were trying to claim. They completely got rid of the video because I surfaced in too many spaces of mine that they were claiming. 6 rooms, 7. Not all bedrooms, okay? But we're just talking about rooms in the house. 7 rooms. So this one, I have 3 bedrooms. I have a bathroom. I have a living room. I have a kitchen. I have a utility room. That's 7 rooms. 7 separate rooms. And my kitchen is almost like a room and a half. You know what I'm saying? Like, they be pulling some shit in there because it's like a space that has almost a dividance in between the space. But that's 7 rooms. I surfaced in 5 of 7 yesterday. The only place that I didn't surface was in my bathroom and my second bedroom. They got rid of it. And kept me from sleeping to lie about the events of the day. Said that people were going to find out that they were been attacking me with these folks and that they're lying and acting like I'm in Ohio. all kinds of fucking things. The worst shit you can think of. Think of the worst possible situation, considering what I'm telling you. My yard is being divvied up in 4 more ways. Like I said, that was somewhere else I surfaced in the video. Now, outside the video, I surfaced in probably 3 portions of the yard. This is the first time in like a long time I let this room get light. And it just so happens right after this is in place, you know, they pull up with all their folks. It's a place that I have been sleeping in here the most. I wasn't, you know, like showing it like that. I'm just going to hang this in here. You know, I ran out of space on that thing. Can dry in here. Oh my goodness, and look. I'm talking about they right, like camped out. Can you see it? Like right in front of this window. But that window just happens to align, you know what I'm saying? When you look at overt versus covert, mind you, I know what's going on, I know what's being done. But overtly, it looks like, you know, that just happens to be where the pavement portion is, and it makes more sense for them to sit right there in that area after he mowed this morning. That's what demons are gonna say. You can't tell me shit. Turn down for what? Okay, so look, I said I wasn't going to do this, and I really, I don't want to. I don't want to try and reenact yesterday. I had to tell you what took place yesterday, but it took so much effort and energy. We're talking about 6 hours, and then I did another 3 hours, like doing social media posts. So mostly on Facebook while I was being attacked. So I'm talking about it took 3-4 times longer than it would. High. I will never never forget roasting window units. But you know what? If I was planning on saying, oh wait, let me go back to what all that guy could do. So he could have solved this plumbing situation, control out the cabinets, was able to put up a fence, could have, what else did I tell you? I had like probably 5, 6 different projects that I wanted to do. And then, you know, like, with the information with the fence, I actually decided to go like a completely different route. I was going to order like some pallets of bricks, but like, and just do like this brick type situation myself. Oh, my back. But it was that he was going to put up my mini splits. That was actually the first thing I mentioned to him. He has a cousin that does HVAC, and you know, sometimes he does work for them too. Like, so he was able to put up my motherfucking mini splits, y'all. So I wouldn't have to have these tacky ass air units in here. First thing I tried to do when I got moved in was tear them out. I couldn't get them out. That one's huge as fuck. The ones in the bedrooms are like glue molded down. Okay, so I would have tore out a piece of the window trying to tear them out. And these windows are all already like 1965 old. As I didn't want to do this. Like the voice recording thing, I was really planning on my Sunday being much different. Like I said, I'll leave it a few days. I just wanted to relax. I really want to be free, you know. But while that's going on, they would never allow it because attacking me and my energy and claiming that I'm paying them attention is what depends on their good time depends on. And imagine, I don't do vlogs all day every day, so you haven't even got to see me do what I normally be doing, like how I normally be carrying on and not paying that any mind or anything any mind. It doesn't even have to. Let's say nothing was going on outside right now, they would still be looking at a different situation and claiming that something was taking place that wasn't, while I'm tending to whatever I'm tending to and attacking. To eat. It's almost 3. Wow, it's almost 5. It's 4:45 p.m. So you can imagine after no sleep, I come in here. I didn't have fitted sheet on that bed, so I come in here trying to work through my trauma, and I ended up dozing off for about 3 hours. So that was about 11 a.m. My car hasn't moved in 4 days since they put the check engine light on. They triggered the check engine light. Being mad. Same stuff that I've just mentioned recently. I'm trying to think. Look. Maybe did you see that in the background? That bitch is bad. No joke. Oh my goodness. Okay, look y'all. So this was not like this when I left. And I'm not going to even show you what they did. It's draining slowly, right? So it had water that was probably 2 inches from the top of the toilet. Is draining slowly. Plunging is not working on it at all. But because this is galvanized pipe system, normally you can hit one of the other drains in the bathroom to try to force the clog to release. So I've been hitting the sink because I wouldn't dare put the plunger in my tub. But hold on. It just flushed perfectly fine. Oh, it's raising. Okay, so look, now I'll show you. It's raised high, but you can still see some of the black stuff, like over there. And that's all. It's like nothing trifling going on in my bathroom, y'all. But they lie about this space. This is a space that is lied about constantly. Let me step out. That's trash. I wonder if it looks more like, no. And the reason why that has so much trash in it is because it has like an empty toilet paper bag in it. Oh, we have a whole gathering. Let's go see if my check engine light is still on. I haven't checked in days. Why not? First I have to find my keys. Where did I put them? I remember putting them somewhere and I was like, I never think of my keys being here. And this is not where I put them. But I would set them down there anyway because I was like, but it's not hard to come across either. You already know some shit going down. Y'all hard-headed. Oh, maybe right here. I'm working on my suitcase. Oh my. That's weird. I think I know. Okay. Yeah, and my charger's right there too. I need to remember that. I can't believe that. Skeptics. You can't even see the damn bag. Look. This is another thing. They tried to, at the last minute, claim this is why I always buy Charmin's, okay? I grab Scott because I'm transitioning, okay? Like, I don't need to, why would I buy something and have on hand what I'm not going to get to use? You get what I'm saying? So, they were mad about this Scott toilet paper and said that that was the reason that they were attacking the toilet. Let's see. I mean, I ain't really trying to embark on a parade, but you know how it goes. Your property is your property, mine is mine. He came and got the stuff at the end of the yard, y'all. It's all gone. I had a big, huge display of like woods and stuff I had chopped down and stuff I had drug out that wood line. Uh-oh. Mimicking. Okay, y'all. Look. Let me show you how real it was. My comforter's still in the back seat. Bring it back in. Okay, the check engine light is still on. I can't show you, obviously. Oh, look, they all moving towards the cars. I'm just gonna move my car where it's like noticeably further away from theirs, because I do need to wash it. It's got some stuff on it. Now, this is normal. Uh-oh. There's Robert. Oh, wow. He ain't even look my way. When you being attacked like this, it throws every fucking thing off. Like I said, I ain't even ate yet today. And I don't wanna, it takes a lot of attention, like, to pay attention to those voice recordings and like make sure I don't leave any huge gaps of silence. I'm not in the mood for that. So just know I have them. And I'm gonna pause this just in case anything weird happens.